Hey guys and gals, got another one for you today. Today I'm platooned up with Hoops. He's in his bat chat 25 TAP, the Tier 9 bat. I'm in my 1390. A few 9s on each team, but it's mostly an 8 match. We're on Redshire Team Destruction, so no base to worry about. Redshire is one of my favorite maps to scout on. You get a lot of vision out from the center of the map. You just gotta be careful. Once you get lit up, there's so many firing angles that you can die really quickly. So he's gonna go spot the south. I'm gonna try to keep eyes in the middle. So what I'm gonna do right away is just find a bush to hide in. French scouts are really great for passive scouting, especially if you got good crews on them. Their camo is really fantastic, especially with a camo net and a good crew. And then if you boost all the spotting on your driver along with binos, it's just a really elite passive scout. Alright, so Hoop spots a T30. He hides behind the rock. And then there's an E4 that just parks out in the open sideways, but I can't manage to get shots into him until my last shot. I'm just keeping an eye. I don't want to get spotted here. If I get spotted, rather than trying to back up over the hill, I just need to go forward, use my speed, and try to dodge shells. That's really going to be my best bet. So guys, this game's going to start out real slow, but it gets pretty intense in the middle. And then I wouldn't say tight at the end, besides the fact that I'm the only one that's really pushing in the end, so my team's not in position to help me. So stick around. It's going to be a good show today. We shut the E4 down. I don't know why Artie hasn't shot this T30. He's been sitting in the same spot the whole time. Finally he hits him. What else do two squares have to do than shoot a Tier 9 tank destroyer in a field? I guess that's why I don't play Artie that much. Alright, so you can see their scouts are moving into B8, C8, and they get me spotted. So like I said, I'm going to push forward, just try to dodge some shells here, and then get back into cover. I think anything that shoots at me I should be able to spot, unless it's real far in the back, but being in the low ground, anything that's way in the far back isn't really going to have shots on me. So that's kind of why I took that line to get out of there. Alright, so we sent nobody down the 9-0, so what I want to do is spot that up for my team. So I let them know, cover me, and then I'm just going to work this ridge to keep their whole tank, all their tanks spotted. And honestly, if they want to take our eyeballs out, they're gonna have to drive over the hill to kill me, is my mindset. However, I do find the scout and he is not paying attention, so I just want to put some shells into him. And I can't remember where I shot, but I only had 3 shells left, so that's all I got into him. He's going to chase me, and the T-34 on my team is going to shut him down. So one of the nice things about being able to drop your clip and then leave, a lot of people get really irritated and they'll just chase you, not realizing or not caring that they're in the wide open space and your team can just shut them down. Our Waffle shuts down the Holland Hun. That was going to be my next target. So I'm just looking for someone that I can clip, and all of a sudden this Emil gets spotted. He is in a platoon though, so I have to be careful. Probably should have waited till my 6th sense went away, but nice thing is he wasn't even paying attention as I came over. I don't think he expected me to do this. I wanted to make sure that that last shot killed him, so I kind of stopped, slowed down, let my reticle bloom down a little bit. These guns are definitely not accurate in the French scouts. So as I'm doing work, our team is dying, and that's one thing. If you sit on these hills behind me and you get spotted, like I said before, there's a lot of firing angles, so if you get spotted back there, it's hard to stay alive. That's why they're keeping it competitive with our team. There's Conquer. He hits the mountain, I hit him. Kind of caught me off guard there. my Type 4 starts pushing, and you'll see what I mean by firing angles. When he pulls up here, he's just going to get absolutely chewed up. So he's getting shot by the T69. Shouldn't have shot that shot at the front of the Conqueror, but since he's on a sliver, I was hoping maybe I could get a lower plate shot and get lucky. Get a shot into the rear of that guy. Now they have a Bat Chat sitting on the back. And that's really what I'm worried about, because he's going to prevent me from making these moves. Since I have a repair kit, I can still chance doing this. And as I come back over, this T69 was tucked in on that corner, so he could effectively shoot back across that mountain. And since I don't really have anyone on the hill anymore, that spot's no good for me. I'm going to fall back to the next mountain. And really just trying to be a hard target to shoot right now. Save some hit points if I can. Tied up still, 8-8. At this point, my ammunition count is looking pretty bleak as well. If I fire all 4 rounds, I'm going to be left with 1 APCR. So if I can just shoot like a couple and then re-clip, that would be ideal for me. So I can see the side of this 257, but he also is driving. I want to try to hit his track, and I do, but I don't take his track off. I throw another shell at him, which I might regret, or might need the ammunition for later. I feel like positioning-wise, we're in a good spot, as long as they don't collapse around us, but we're spaced out enough to where we can cover each other. So this waffle on my left can cover me. I can cover this SU-152 if needed. However, our T-34 gets shut down by Artie, so really, if anything pushes on the other side of that 152, it's going to be tough for me. So what I want to do, I just get a clip of premium rounds, and I want to take this guy down. The 152 shuts him down. Once again, it's 10-10, so as we lose one, they lose one. Battles back and forth like a tug of war. And I'm targeted. I see it's that Bat Chat again. He's a good player, puts himself in good positions to counter me. Definitely doesn't want to get spotted out in the open by me. But like I said, I felt like I could make those moves as long as I had my repair kit. And now since I don't have my repair kit, I'm probably not going to run in the middle of the map until that Bat Chat's dead. He's got 4 shells to be able to get my track off. So I spot this T69. He's conserved all his hit points, but really I don't feel like he's been too important to his team. I mean, he just seems out of position all the time, and that's really because I've been keeping him lit, and he doesn't like to take chances. Which is okay. I mean, save your hit points. I understand that. At the end of the game, you're going to need them, especially if your team dies. But, I mean, as your heavies are getting clipped away and you're just sitting there, it's not really effective to keep your hit points. You're better off just to share some of your hit points. With the heavy tanks being brutalized, and effectively win your flank or kill a scout like me. Like, had he just been parked next to one of his heavy tanks that I went and killed early on, he probably would have been able to take me down since he's an autoloader, but he'd rather hide and conserve his hit points. And what do hit points mean when you're disadvantaged like this? Alright, so I got a side, I missed that first shot, and that's why I slowed down to kill that Conqueror, or Emil, I'm sorry. Already shooting at my waffle, so it's perfect that he kind of threw all his hit points away to make sure that T69 dies. It seems like this is game over. However, we only have 3 tanks, and Artie can one-shot my 152 and my waffle trogger. So if they get out-spotted, they're probably going to get shut down by Artie. So I just need to continue to do my job, spot enemy tanks. See the 53-55. and he's kind of running away. He gets unspotted. So I shut down their GW Panther that I lit up. We got 20 pens, 4 kills, 10 crits, 5 spotted target hits, 1 track target hit, and 5 spots. They have a waffle lurking somewhere, and there he is. He's not full health, which I'm surprised by. I don't know, maybe Hoop spotted him earlier and he took damage. So I missed the 53-55. And I was just looking to see if I could shut him down. Leaving a 53-55 alive is definitely not very beneficial for our team. Alright, so rather than this waffle just sitting up there, he's going to do the right thing and just come attack me. However, he's not going to do it decisively, even though I'm clipping, and he has like some time to take me out. He needs to stay alive for his 53-55 to be effective, and I missed my first 2 shots. I only have 1 more in this clip. He thinks I probably have 1 more shell chambered, not knowing that I'm almost out of ammunition. And I only got 4 HE rounds, but that's fine, because I know the 53-55 is a 1-shot for me, and now this waffle also is a 1-shot, so their 53-55 kills our 53-55. And now I'm just using these ridge lines. I know Artie just shot, so I have some time here. And I'm getting my clip into my HE shells. So I waited till I was unspotted before I started pushing over. That way he wasn't sure which side I was coming on. And that just buys me like that fraction of a second. Now you see me start shooting at the ground. Because I've only gotten 1 Faden's medal, and there isn't a lot of opportunities to get them. Since I'm on such low ammunition count, I'm just going to load my last HE, and if I can shut this Artie down, then fantastic. And he's charging me, which works out in the end. Had he just sat in that little undulation there, our Artie probably would have killed him. But I wanted to make sure I aimed my shot there, take him down. So just showing you guys what the 1390 is capable of. Spot early, take out some of their vision, and then once it gets hot, you can circle around them and really effectively start deleting tanks with this clip. And that's what makes this tank so effective. Now, got a high caliber, aced it, working towards my 3 marks. I'm almost at 93%. I got the Faden's medal for destroying the last enemy tank with my last medal. Got a top gun. Almost did 5k damage. Our ISU 152 did 1,702 kills. See if he got no assist damage. But he's a tier 8, so that's why he's up so high. Our waffle did 3k damage. And then Hoops only did 200 damage, but he spotted out 1,300 damage right away. So had Artie been helping him out more, probably would have kept him alive, but he put himself in a tough situation. But nonetheless, we bring it down. This 269, just to show you how worthless he was, he only did 755 damage. He did get 1,000 assisted because he was the only one alive at the end when his Arties were shooting. But, I mean, what did he really effectively do? Not much. This KOT clan platoon just kind of failed their team there. That's a tough push. I mean, when the enemy team doesn't send anything down 890, you just kind of wonder, where's the next place do I go? And I felt like their Holland Hun should have countered me by getting on our hill rather than allowing me to get on the backside of their hill. Still would have been tough for them because we had a lot of tanks left, but I don't know that sitting there poking a corner in a scout was very effective. Obviously it wasn't. Alright, so that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.